Fresh like I just got a
Including
contract.
Giannis, you can't win MVP.
That was one game. I've seen.
All right, what's good? Yo, shout out to Glasses. What's good, Glasses? How you doing?
What's happening, big dog? Wait a minute. Who was
I'm
the
crying
MVP?
at you
What?
being in a blue room. That is fucking hilarious, dog. That is the most hilarious shit of all time.
No,
My
hold
man
up,
is
no,
in
look.
a blue room with a blue flag on. I'm fucking screaming, dog.
Hold up, no. Who was the last person about MVP?
PG.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's not. Kawhi is for sure having a better season. I'm not looking at them bunk numbers.
Now he is. Now he is. Now he
Okay,
is.
then how you gonna
he
argue he
always-
gonna beat him? Come on, G. Go ahead, Glass.
He was always gonna have a better season, but Embiid is looking like
yeah.
the guy.
Facts.
Embiid is looking like the guy. Kawhi is playing for it this year. I can see Kawhi is playing for it this year, and yeah, that looks pretty promising.
If they start winning Jokic, if they start putting together some more wins, Jokic, because Jokic's stat line is outrageous. So if they
I'ma
start
give
putting
it-
together some more wins, Jokic.
At this point, I'm gonna be honest, and y'all know how much I don't like giving this guy credit, but I gotta give him credit. G. He dropped the 40 ball. He played well tonight. So far, because AD ain't been AD this year.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't think it's
year.
gonna last. I don't think it's gonna last.
I mean, just stop doing this every year.
No,
This
I've
is
never
like
done this.
7
I've
years.
never said
Yeah,
LeBron was
but every
MVP.
year, though.
I've never done this. But I think that LeBron so far through the first month of the season has been the MVP.
No,
Team been playing the
Embiid
best. He
clearly
been consistently being the best.
Embiid has clearly been playing the best in the NBA.
Nah, if you got to take one guy right now, most important on a team, it's LeBron.
It's not true. The Lakers are built off defense, dog. Don't
And
say
LeBron don't factor into that?
stat line. He's not a better defender than Anthony Davis, so he's not the most important part. Don't do that.
See, but I don't know if this year the Lakers are still built off defense. That's like
Yes,
that's like
they're
this
still
year
a
bad.
number. They're still a number one defense and a below 5 offense.
Are they this year? Actually, let me look.
Yes. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop overcrediting offense for defensive successes.
Let's see. The Lakers right now are.
Yeah, but Glasses, they lost a lot on defense this year. We're not gonna act like them losing.
Yeah, you're right.
The
You're right.
big
You're
men
right.
that
You're
they
right.
had.
No. You're right. The Lakers are number one in defense and 7th in offense. You're right.
They've been playing the best
Which is
defense in
wild
the
to me
NBA.
because they haven't been playing that great of a defense this year. to me.
No, AD hasn't had great offensive games, but defense, he's been on like normal.
I can't argue with
And
that.
that's what people
When you look at the
don't
numbers he
look at.
has,
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, yeah, but when
Yeah.
I'm watching it with my eyes, I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it.
It's happening. He just threw somebody shit the other day, just tracked somebody, nigga trying to dunk niggas. Just like, just because I'm having a bad game don't mean you finna dunk on me, nigga. Get that bullshit out of here. So y'all just Embiid is having the MVP. Listen, Embiid and
He
Ben Simmons
is,
are both
but-
going to win the MVP. They're
What?
future
Oh, I
MVPs.
thought you meant this year. I was about to say what?
No.
Go
I
ahead.
said
Go
3
ahead.
years ago that both of them would be MVPs. They are literally too much talent and too great of players to not be MVPs. Embiid looks like he's rolling out that year. Kawhi's playing for the MVP. The Clippers is gonna finish first. It's gonna be tough.
Nah, I'm with you. If you look at it, bro, I think I said like 2 weeks ago. If you look at it right now, Joel Embiid is the favorite for MVP, and it just is. Like they have the best record in the East. The East, which arguably has become the better conference. Arguably has
To the
become
playoffs.
the better conference now. Hey man, they still got the Bucks, the Nets. You know, the Nets. Pacers, don't sleep on the Pacers. I think the Pacers could be good if Karras can get back. Like the East got some teams.
Yeah. I mean, they good to the well, you know what the thing is? The East was only struggling when they didn't have MVPs and defensive player of the year. It's just a couple MVPs over there. It's a couple MVPs in the East now. You know what I mean? You got Giannis, who's a 2-time MVP. You got, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Durant, who's over there. You got James Harden.
Harden.
Look how many MVPs is over there now.
Yeah.
So then you got really great defensive. You got good coaching. You know what I mean? So it's going to be some stuff over there. But again, man, it's tough. It's tough.
But
It is
going
tough.
But going to the Nets, I know like me and you have had these conversations. Will the Nets figure it out? Can Kyrie and Harden play together? What do you think is the ceiling for them? What do you think is the floor for them? And do you think that they can win playing the style of basketball that we assume that they're going to play?
I mean, it's going to be tough with Kyrie. You got an MVP playmaker and an MVP scorer. And you need the ball in your playmakers' hands 85% of the time. And James Harden, you know, it's that offense could be as potent as the Lakers Showtime offense for a season or two. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of potency.
Can you hear him? Or is that me?
No, that was me. Somebody's calling the phone. Oh. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Glass is in high demand right now, by the way. Y'all should know that. That's how it is with you, G Malone, G. You see him. You see the room. You see the room. He in high demand, G. They call him. They like, G, what's good, G? We need help, G. Send SOS. SOS, we need the G Malone. Like, he still can't even tell. His phone still ringing. Phone because the text coming in. If you don't know about Big G Malone from the West Coast, you better get hip. Big dog drip. I still can't hear you, Glasses. I ain't gonna even lie. I just see your hand moving. I see your hand moving. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. But how do you feel about this? Because I personally got some strong opinions on this. And I think people going to actually be surprised by my opinions on it. How do you feel about this? Do you actually think they're going to figure it out? Tonight they played well. They were able to keep it together. Harden was a monster. They did. You want to know why they played well? Because they won. They got their ass beat by 15 plus by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Colin Sexton was having sex all over that court with them with the basketball. I don't give a damn.
Cleveland's actually good this year. I think that we still are looking at Cleveland like it's 2 years ago, right after Bron left, and Cleveland's actually a good basketball team this year. Cleveland, unless they just decide to haul off and trade everybody, Cleveland actually might make the playoffs this year. As far as will the Nets figure it out, yes, I think that they need to. I feel like they haven't even practiced yet. I really feel like they have not been to practice yet. Like they are playing like a team who is just showing up and playing the games and winning games sometimes off of talent. I don't think the defense is that bad. I think that the reason why they lost to the Cavs the way that they lost to the Cavs was because they were missing their best offensive and defensive player, which is Kevin Durant. I think he's their best two-way player. And like I said, even like before the season, even before they traded who they traded away, I thought that KD needed to make it a focus to make the all-defensive team. I still think even now he needs to make that even more of a focus to make the all-defensive team. DJ has to get it together. DJ looks like a statue at times. Now he can still be a decent lob.
He looks god awful. He looks god awful.
He looks like a statue at times, bro.
He looked like he's standing in front of Caesar's Palace like this.
It looks like nepotism.
Actually, that's what we gonna name this shit. DJ look like he's standing in front of Caesar's Palace, bro. He be looking like a straight statue. What's good, Glasses? He back. Yeah. DJ be looking like a straight statue, bro. Straight statue.
So
go
an
ahead.
MVP playmaker and James Harden and an MVP scorer and Kevin Durant, because I will continuously, issue the fact that MVP is an offensive award, right? Okay. So you have an MVP playmaker and an MVP scorer. That is like a recipe for the finals. That's not the quest. Two MVP. I don't even know how many times two MVPs have been on the same team and that team hasn't been in the finals. That's like going to be a small minute if you put two of them together, right? So Kyrie is the thing that could be in the way of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's not a guy that he's not a guy that wants to play off the ball. And if he doesn't want to play off the ball, you need the ball in James Harden's hand to get everybody else in your offense going. Not to mention, make sure Kevin Durant has a ton of extra easy looks. Then you need Kevin Durant, who's the MVP version of what Kyrie Irving does, right? So you need him with so many touches. So you really need a Klay Thompson guy to play off of the ball, and Kyrie can actually feel that. But then that's like a limit of what he can do offensively. So I would be trying to trade him personally.
Here go my thing with Kyrie. Personally, I just think that, like I even said before, I think him and KD both need to have 50, 40, 90 seasons. I think that's the way to make this thing work, because they can still get their numbers. They can still get their touches. They just have to be very efficient. Also with Kyrie, I think he is shooting like 55% from the corners. He is probably the one who's probably going to have to take the biggest quote unquote step back. I think the first game he was there that they tried to give him the ball, and you saw how they ended up losing. I think they tried.
He had like 40 or 50.
He had like 40. Yeah, but it's like that's not how we gonna win basketball.
Efficient offense.
Yeah, that's not how we gonna win basketball.
Fresh like I just got.